What's going on, Seaport? It's Pac-Man Jones with Savannah Seaport News, and I have a lot of information about the latest homicide that happened in Carver Village on Crosby Street that ended the life of 16-year-old Kevin Jackson on March the 6th. Now, they arrested 16-year-old Rashawn Sharp. Now, clearly, WTOC didn't drop the 16-year-old Rashawn Sharp photos. I got his photos through Facebook. Because, you know, WTOC, people can't really drop juveniles' faces like that, but on Savannah Seaport News, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm exposing everything. But anyways, this guy was charged with his murder, and I have more information that I want to give out. There's some information that I searched up on this guy's Facebook, Rashawn Sharp's Facebook, and what I can tell by this is Rashawn Sharp was a member of a Crip gang called 1400, or they call themselves Taliban. And also about the person that he killed, Kevin Jackson, I seen photos on him floating around online, and it looks like Kevin Jackson was a part of a group they call themselves in Carver Village called Villa Boy Soldiers, VBS. That's what they call that little squad over there, the little group of guys. So apparently the Crip killed Kevin Jackson, the member of VBS. Because I seen those abbreviations floating around, and I didn't really know what that really meant until I had to do some searching up. And also about the 16-year-old murderer Rashawn Sharp, he also was getting into some beef or tensions with another Seaport artist that I haven't covered before. But I think that guy is also a Crip too, but they have some beef going on at it, I guess. But what I will say about the situation is that I hate to say it like this, but I think this situation would evolve and turn out into more shootouts and more possibly homicides on the west side, because now that you got these two groups that don't like each other, it could spawn some revenge shootings just because, you know, this guy from this group killed another guy. Now we got to get some get back or some revenge. So I hate to say it like that, but it's a strong possibility because the weather just started getting warmer now. People are more outside, even though we had a quite warm winter. But when warmer weather comes out towards the summertime, you'll see more crime and more shootouts in Savannah. It happens every year. So I do predict more shootouts and homicides will happen on the west side. I really hate to say it like that, but we'll see what goes on around in that Carver Village area. Now, in some other news, the dope news, there has been 5 Chatham County natives that were arrested as a result of a joint narcotics investigation between the FBI, Savannah Chatham County Narcotics Team, and the USDA agency and Savannah Chatham Metro Police Department. CNT served search warrants at 4 Savannah locations, as well as 1 in Garden City and 1 in Port Wentworth. The FBI and the Atlanta PD served 2 additional search warrants with the assistance from CNT in the Atlanta area. Now, most of the people from Savannah were arrested in the Atlanta area, and the following suspects were arrested on March the 22nd of this year: Orlando Walker, age 35, of Savannah, Georgia; Aaron Hubbard, age 28, of Port Wentworth, Georgia; Edward Tyler, age 41, of Savannah, Georgia; Keith Brigham, age 42, of Savannah, Georgia; and also another person, Charmaine Nicole Sims, age 34, of Stone Mountain, Georgia, was arrested. And also there are 2 people that are on the run from this as well. There is Ron Allen, aka Low. He's 40. He has believed to left the Savannah area. He's like a 5'8" dude that's like 165 pounds. And another person that's on the run is Cartu Jenkins, aka Ye. He's 39. He's fled from the Atlanta area, and he's about 5'11" and weighs about 175 pounds. And more about the situation. Law enforcement identified that the organization specialized in the distribution of kilograms of cocaine, large amounts of marijuana, and heroin. It was also determined that a 40-year-old Eugene Allen, aka Poncho, was controlling the drug organization from his prison cell. Allen is currently serving a life sentence in Georgia State Prison on a murder conviction from Savannah. And also, warrants uncovered various forms of controlled substance, including powder and crack cocaine, heroin, several pounds of marijuana, firearms, and a large amount of U.S. currency. They seized a total estimate of $800 worth of dope, but $400,000 of that is in actual cash. I'm gonna show y'all the picture. So they got $400 worth of cash, and they got another $400,000 worth of dope off the street. So that makes it a $800,000, I guess, sweep. And also, CNT director Everett Reagan said this was thorough and well-planned operation involving federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies. Strong partnerships as such are imperative to successful outcomes like this. I'm proud of the hard work and dedication from the men and women who protect our streets. All of the agencies involved work closely together for the betterment of the citizens of Chatham County as well as the entire state of Georgia. So CNT is joining up, or has already joined up with other agencies in Georgia and federal agencies like as the DEA. You know, they have no problem teaming up with these guys just to take out a drug dealer that makes, I guess, 100,000 or 200,000, or in this case, you know, these guys were projected to make $1 million off the streets in no time. So, you know, like I said, this game, the dope game, is a tough business to get into, so better think twice. And then my last piece of news, this was actually published on the 28th of March, but in Port Wentworth, Georgia. Port Wentworth, I never really talked about Port Wentworth before, but Port Wentworth is in Chatham County. It's not Savannah, it's just Port Wentworth. But according to police, 2 of 4 suspects are wanted for stealing more than $40,000 worth of jewelry from an elderly woman's home in Port Wentworth, and the other 2 have been arrested, but 2 others are still on the run. Investigators say one of those suspects, Sarah Williams, is the granddaughter of the victim, who is now in custody along with Kayla Steffens. It happens less than 2 blocks from the police department. Investigators say one of the suspects distracted the grandmother while the others took the safe full of jewelry. And also, the granddaughter, is reported that the granddaughter went into the bedroom, unlocked the door, and then came out and decided to start vacuuming so her grandmother couldn't hear her rattling around in the room searching for the stash of jewelry, the jewelry box. Now also, police are looking for Ashley Zatunsky and Kenneth Foy, aka Smooth. And also about the guy named Kenneth Foy, it's reported that Kenneth Foy is in the Bloods gang, and it was also reported that they want to steal this jewelry box so they could use the money for drug money. So they still looking for this jewelry. They said it hasn't been sold because they're able to track this jewelry, and you know, for the people that stole the jewelry, they still believe that the other 2 remain in Chatham County somewhere at large. So I mean, it's just really pathetic that the grandmother was a victim to a robbery by her own granddaughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I believe this is how it went down. Like, the grandmother told the granddaughter, you know, I have such and such jewelry in here, you know, whenever I pass, I give some to you. And I guess the granddaughter got greedy, probably, more than likely, and wanted to tell her friends about the lick, and there you have it. Now she's in jail, you know, for robbery. And it's really pathetic that your own family could do that to you. I mean, do that to your grandmother, man. And I kind of know a situation like this where I had took my homeboy to his mom's house because, you know, I thought he was just gonna go over there, get some food, whatever. This motherfucker went inside her jewelry box and took a ring, and it was like, "Hey PJ, take me up to the pawn shop. Take me up to the jewelry pawn shop." I'm like, "All right, you know, I'll take you up there. I don't know what you're gonna do. I mean, I don't know what you got on you." You know, then while we drive up there, he tells me about how he got a ring from out of his mother's jewelry box, and he took it to cash it in, and he got like $400 back. And I was like, man, like, don't you care about your mom's jewelry? Cuz, like, I mean, I know it means nothing to you, but, you know, it means something to her. I mean, even though she probably didn't really seem like she was using it because it was in a jewelry box with other jewelry in it. And, you know, he didn't give a fuck. You know, a lot of people don't give a fuck. You know, as long as that material can turn into money, people don't care. People will cross out the grandmother, you can see in this story. But, you know, it's a shame. But hopefully they catch the other two people in this case. But that's all I have for right now. Probably expect the Savannah for Dummies Part 5 coming pretty soon. But that's it, guys. It's Pac-Man Jones with Savannah Seaport News, and stay blessed.